Welcome to the G.L.O.E podcast. G.L.O.E stands for God, Life, Outreach, and Encouragement. I'm your host, Angel. This isn't a podcast where we pretend to have it all together. It's a place where faith meets real life. We'll talk about the victories, the struggles, the healing, the hard questions, and the lesson God teaches us through every season. Through honest conversations and inspiring stories, my prayer is that every episode helps you grow in your relationship with God, find hope in the middle of life's challenges, and be encouraged to walk confidently in the purpose He has for you. If you've been hanging around for a while, welcome back. And if this is your first time joining, welcome to the G.L.O.E family. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. I hope that your day is off to a good start and that you are doing well. Thanks for tuning in today. So today we are talking about giving your phone a break, giving social media a break. Now, I do want to say that if you are listening to this episode on your phone, that you should not start giving your phone a break until after this episode is over with, and then that you should make sure that you get off your break before next week's episode comes out, or at least, build that into your scheduled time on your phone. So last year, I took a position as an adjunct professor, and one of the courses that I teach is public speaking. In this course, the students are required to do 3 speeches, and one is an informative speech, and the other one is a persuasive speech. It never fails. At least 3 students each semester either want to do an informative speech about the effects that social media have on you, why we spend too much time on social media, or why we need to take a break from it, or they want to do a persuasive speech persuading people of why they need to take a break from social media. I've done several social media fasts prior to teaching this class, but after hearing this speech several times, I decided that it was time to take another one. Because I honestly don't think we realize how much time we spend on social media, and not even just how much time we spend on social media, but just the amount of times per day that we pick up our phone. Like, if you go take a look at your phone, if you don't already do it, you may actually be shocked by these numbers. A while ago, I started getting a weekly update on my phone that would tell me what my screen time was and if my screen time was up or down from the previous week. And a few times I've even looked at how many times I pick up my phone in a day. And one time I picked up my phone over 200 times in a day. Will tell you not only how many times you picked up your phone, but it will tell you the app that you most frequently went to when you first picked up your phone. And usually mine was messages because I'd be getting text messages, but still 200 times in one day, I feel like that's a lot of times to pick up your phone. I don't know about y'all, but a lot of times I'll put my phone down just to pick it back up again before my hand even moves away from it. The addiction to the phone is real. I even went as far one time as to put my social media apps on a 30-minute limit per day. But then when that 30 minutes pops up, I just ignore it for the day. So it's not really helping what I'm trying to do. And I actually think I still have it on there. I don't know why I haven't taken it off yet. But when I do my fast from social media, I honestly feel so much better, y'all. When I pick up my phone, instead of spending 20 minutes going down a rabbit hole of nothingness, I will use that time to open up my Bible app, or I have a notes section where I have my favorite Bible verses saved. I also have another note section where I have quotes that I love that are saved, and I will go through and I will read those quotes and I will get some inspiration from it. I'll make my to-do list, or I'll schedule things that need to be scheduled. I will actually accomplish things that I wouldn't normally accomplish because I was spending all my time on social media. Doom scrolling really affects your serotonin. And as someone who struggles with depression, y'all, I need all the serotonin that I can get. And I know that a lot of times my scrolling happens because I checked a notification and then I got sidetracked by a post or reel, or someone sent you something to look at and you just kept scrolling, or you got bored. But pay attention to how your scrolling is affecting your well being. Because if you're noticing that every time you get on social media, you're getting sad, or you start comparing yourself to others, you're bad mouthing yourself, or you're feeling a little off, then it's time to take a step back. And I'm not saying that social media is all bad, because it's not. It's a great way to stay connected to friends or family. It's a great way to find out new recipes for stuff, a new workout plan, and different things like that. But it can also have a negative effect. And y'all, social media is not always real. I've talked about this before and in the past, and I'm sure you all have heard it before. People are showing you what they want on social media. So while you're sitting there doom scrolling and you're feeling bad, and not just you, because it's happened to me before, you're sitting there feeling bad, you're comparing yourselves to others. Like, that may not even be something real that you're comparing yourself to. So keep that in your mind. And I've turned off my notifications, not just for social media, but for other things as well, because I never realized how many useless notifications I was getting. It was driving me crazy. I don't need to know every time Amazon has a new deal. I don't need to know every time Parker's has something going on. It's not helping me at all. Turning those notifications off will make such a difference in your life as well, because I'm the type of person, I don't like notifications on my phone. I hate to see that little red number with showing me the notifications. It makes me cringe when someone is showing me something on their phone and then all I see is these little notifications. Like, I don't even want to look at your phone anymore. Don't show me whatever it is. But when you have those notifications off, you have nothing to clear out. That helps you to not go into the app unless you absolutely need to. Stop staying up late and doom scrolling on your phone and playing on your phone. Find something else that you can do that is productive with that time. I know if you're a millennial, you've probably been falling asleep with your phone in your hand for decades. I remember staying up all night long, talking on the phone. That could possibly be where our problem came from. Now that I think about it, we've probably always been tied to a phone, because you would run home after school to check your messages and see if anybody was calling you. Stay up late all night to talk on the phone. Then you are trying to find a payphone if you got a page from someone. Still a little salty that my mom wouldn't let me have a pager because she thought they were dumb and unnecessary. So I used to borrow my friend's pager, but then I would have to call her and tell her that she got a page. But anyways, I digress. So maybe this problem started long before social media, but it is time that we really work on it and that we put an end to it. Something else that hasn't helped me, I told y'all a few episodes ago that I started back reading. Well, I used to have a Kindle. It's an older one. It may actually still work, but I have the app on my phone. And so I just use it. So that's another reason I'm like holding my phone in my hand, staring at this tiny little screen, which is why I prefer a physical book. But I just realized how convenient the Kindle is. But also, again, if you're a millennial, staring at the phone all day, it's not good for our eyesight. It doesn't help. Y'all, I'm wearing blue light glasses now. When I have my contacts in, I put my blue light glasses on to help me when I'm staring at the computer. So, y'all, put the phone down. If you are realizing that you don't have time to make your to-do list, well, instead of scrolling when you pick up your phone, go to your notes app. I even saw something where it was like, hide your social media apps from your main screen. It's still a downloaded app, but it's not on your home screen. So you have to actually go search for it. Whatever you can do just to take a break from it and to interact with the real world. Find a hobby that doesn't involve those. And that also includes YouTube, because YouTube can be a rabbit hole as well. I usually end up, okay, y'all are gonna laugh at me, but usually when I go on YouTube, I end up going down a rabbit hole of old music videos. Definitely aging myself here, but there'll be like a song that I'm like, ooh, I remember this song, and the video to it was really cool. So I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch the video of it, and then I'll see like another video. I'm like, oh, I remember that song too. And then the next thing you know, it's 3 hours later, and I've been watching music videos from the late 90s, early 2000s. So that's happened to me a couple of times, but my YouTube scrolling is not as bad as my other scrolling. But don't replace doom scrolling on one app with doom scrolling on another social media app. All right, until next time, continue to grow boldly and live purposefully. Bye. Thanks for for tuning in to this episode of Glow. If today's episode spoke to you, please leave a review and share it with a friend, family member, or anyone who could use a little encouragement. Every share helps this message reach someone who needs it.